Hey everybody, this is South Jersey Libertarian here. I want to talk about these food processing plant fires because this is not an accident. Alright, let's talk about my experience, why I believe this. I was a maintenance tech for a for a beverage plant in South Jersey for 5 years. I worked on the fillers. I did everything from electrical to mechanical to welding. And then after they did a bunch of layoffs, I worked for a plant that made pasta sauce and ketchup and all that for about a year. I didn't like that job, so I ended up leaving it. So let's talk about this. All right. So electrical safety. Mostly everything inside the food processing plant is ran off of a VFD or very sensitive breakers. A VFD is called a variable frequency drive. It's designed to control the speed of motors by varying the frequency at which they run. They are also very sensitive. If they sense that something's not right, they will trip. So a motor is not just going to like lock up and catch fire. That doesn't happen, right? The breakers are designed to be extremely sensitive to protect everything that's in the line. Sorry, I should have done that before the stream. I'm not very professional. And I've wanted to talk about this for a while, but I haven't had time. The breakers are very sensitive. They're a type that I can't remember. I should have looked this up before I started. Again, it's very early in the morning, and I'm not very professional right now. But also, on top of that, there are these things called e-stops. They just a big stop button. Anybody who notices a problem can stop, and everything stops. So, the electrical safety is top notch in these plants. Even the pasta plant or pasta sauce plant I worked at, which the reason I left is they wanted me to do something I didn't feel was safe that would have potentially caused me bodily harm. And I had a child on the way. Not happening. So, you have that. And then you have fire suppression systems. Extremely large water, and we had a couple different, like in the I didn't learn much about the one at the pasta sauce plant, but I imagine it's very similar to the soy milk plant. But you had how do I word this? You had a pressure-based system that all you a person on a line had ability to set off the fire suppression system in their area if they felt there was a need to, which they're not going to do unless there's a need to. But they, it was a pressure-based system. Like if a person set off the fire system in their area, the water pressure would drop, and then that would send the fire department to them. But also, like, in different areas, there were different chemicals that would mix with the water to create different types of foam that would quickly put out these types of fires. And these plants, you either have stainless steel or you have brick floors or concrete. And everything around you is brick or concrete or cinder block. You're not. So that also, somebody might say, well, what if somebody was welding? Well, you're welding usually stainless steel, and for a person like in a food plant, everything is about food safety. If I'm in a room welding, anything that might potentially touch the customer is taken out. cardboard, like let's just pretend this is a half gallon of soy milk. These cardboard boxes, gone. Pallets, gone. Everything is out of that room. And that room either has a stainless steel floor, has a brick floor, or a concrete floor. Concrete, brick, and stainless steel don't just catch fire. And and again, back to the electrical safety. Yeah, okay. If I burn a wire to a valve while welding, that VFD is going to trip. That 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 breaker is going to trip. The computer will sense a problem and say, and flash a problem saying that that valve can't work. It's not going to happen. And then mechanical safety, again, you have e-stops. You have people watching it. Most of these plants run 24/7. There's people there 24/7. Mechanics know the lockout tagout system. You're not going to fire up a piece of equipment in a way that is going to start a fire. It's just not possible. And I don't know, man. Like, this whole situation is really, really weird to me. And if anybody else, like any of these other libertarian channels, want to talk about this, I'm more than happy to help, more than happy to talk. Just let me know. This has been a South Jersey Libertarian. I hope you learned something today.